What's up, everybody? It's Clamor. Welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero. This is episode 4 of Zero to Hero 2018. We are 19 days deep into the year of our Lord, 2018. I don't know, man. Today's Thursday, and I'm feeling real good. Feeling real good about playing some Halo. I'm feeling real good about dominating. Feeling real good about getting this Platinum 3 rank, a little bit of a boost, getting on up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. So last episode, if you guys remember, or if you missed it, go check it out. It's on the channel. I probably won't link it below, but it was the last Zero to Hero episode that went up. It'll be 2 videos ago now. So the last video that I did was a highlight of a Game Battles replay match that we won. And the video before that would have been Zero to Hero episode 3. So, if you missed that, go check it out. We talked about... Oh my! Alright, burned OS 52. My bad. That was some... Well, I mean, you guys could tell by the title we were going to talk about map movement. That was not some very good map movement right there. I'm gonna be real with myself. But, yeah, man. Last episode we talked about spawns. Oh, don't get world started. Last episode we talked about spawns. This episode we're gonna talk about map movement. All right, map movement is generally one of those things like you know how Cole's kind of known for like the perfect kills, right? Cole's known for having a really good magnum shot. I would say that like I'm more like I take pride in my map movement and my crazy like people in this game like we use the term soaring a lot. I'm a really fast, hyper-aggressive player, and I take pride in my map movement and my jumps, and how smoothly and how quickly I can navigate the map to be as effective as possible and as efficient as possible when it comes to the objective and all that kind of stuff. So that's generally where I pride myself as a player, on top of having a pretty good shot and on top of being really sort of the, I guess, on any team that I'm on, I'm sort of the flashy player, right? I'm the one that gets sort of the cool snipes or the cool triple kills or whatever else. So, and by the way, when I say that I'm sort of the flashy player, I'm not saying that like that means I'm like better than anybody else on my team, because my role in a sense, while being the coolest, is also probably the least important. When you think about it, probably the support player or the objective player or somebody who pays more attention to that stuff generally has a more important role on the team in regards to winning matches. So I don't want to sound like, I don't want to come off as super cocky when I say that, or super, I don't know, I don't want it to be like hyping myself up too much, you know what I'm talking about? So Shield's about to come up. Funky ass jump, and I got burned again because of it, bro. So that's 2 times. That's 2 examples right there of some bad movement, and I get punished for it. So both times I was going for the overshield and I fucked up. So like, let me show you what I'm talking about. Base tip, right? If you don't do this already, you're doing it wrong, and you need to get on the train. All right, it's called the thrust slide. All right, get on the train. All right, so. If you don't know what the thrust slide is, it's that thing you see me and other YouTubers and all the pros do all the time. It's this thing where we're running and then we thrust and then slide right after it. It helps you get around the map so much faster. A lot of you should know how to do it, but just in case there's going to be a couple of you who don't know, I'm going to teach you how to do it real quick. So basically what you got to do is you got to go into your settings. Dude, these kids are literally everywhere. All right, dude. I'm choking on the gameplay over here because I'm trying to focus on talking. But anyway, you don't want that to stop us. All right. Go into your settings here, go into your controller, go down here to maintain sprint, turn that off. Also probably turn auto stabilize off. You can leave it on, but that's probably not the best thing to have on. And then basically you're gonna be sprinting, you're gonna thrust, and then you can just hold down the whatever your crouch button is after that. And you're gonna slide, and you're gonna do the thrust slide. Alright? Helps you navigate the map so much faster, and it's just it's sort of a must if you're trying to be more efficient on the map and move around quicker and stuff. So definitely be thrust sliding everywhere. But also, movement tip number 2 is use it sparingly. And I'm not talking about the thrust slide in general, but thrust sliding, thrusting. You'll notice that every time you thrust, like let me show you right here. I'm gonna thrust right here. Look at that. That kid actually used his thrust really good. But conserve it. There's like a 3-second period where you can't thrust because it has to recharge. So use it sparingly. Don't use it when you're like, don't be thrusting like that. All right. Don't be wasting your thrust. All right. use it sparingly. Sprint as much as possible. Obviously, if you've got open area and you can thrust slide like this, go ahead and use it. But thrusting in gunfights is so beneficial because thrusting is sudden and jarring and can throw your enemies off so much. So use it sparingly, all right? I don't want to see, like, don't be doing stuff like that, right? Because I see so many people all the time will be, like, about to clamber a thing, and they'll do, like, a little thrust like that. Like, I can't tell you how much that gets on my nerves because you're, what nice teammate, bro. Like, cool. Anyway, can't tell you how much that gets on my nerves because you're just wasting your thrust at that point, all right? That means for the next, like, 2-3 seconds, you're not going to have a thrust, and you're not going to be able to use it in situations where you might need it, all right? So, look, challenging this guy. I'm using the thrust to push up on him, backing him down, you know, fighting for position on the map. See? So, those are two pretty weird examples. See right there? Throw the guy's aim off. He missed a couple shots. Didn't end up getting a kill on me. I'm not thrusting right here. This guy's not looking at me. I don't have to use my thrust. And now I can thrust in that gunfight if I need to. All right? So just bear that in mind. All right? See? Don't use it. Don't use it. And throw that guy's aim off. Just like that. All right? And so that sort of leads into my next tip, which is, and this isn't just going to be map movement tips. This is just kind of tips in general at this point. But get creative with your thrusting and your strafing. Don't, like, everybody always talks about, you know, like the Roy thrust or whatever. You know, the left, right, left jump, right? Like, that shit, like, you can do it in this game, but it's not the best, right? Get creative with it, you know, add in some crap. Did I not just shoot him in the face? I'm pretty sure I just shot him in the face. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. But get creative with it, bro. Like throw in some crouching, throw in some more, like, maybe don't jump a whole lot just because jumping can kind of, like, you're pretty exposed, but, like, you know, do crouching a lot, thrust a lot, you know, just, like, get creative with your movement. Do whatever you can to throw the other person's shot off. Obviously, don't be doing some crazy shit where you're throwing... Aw, I wanted that ninja. That would have been cool. Yeah, don't be moving around the map so erratically that you can't shoot yourself. But just make it weird for your opponents, right? See, I'm throwing in, like, he still got the kill. That was a really good shot to that guy. But I'm crouching, I'm moving left and right, I'm moving back, I'm thrusting, like, just do whatever you can to make it harder on the enemies to kill you, alright? Use the thrust right there. See, I used my thrust sparingly. I didn't thrust at all while I was here in blue. See, that guy just throws a nade. Unfortunately, there was a guy there, but if I thrusted right there, I would have had my thrust in order to avoid that nade. Whatever, so we've only got one kill left. Ended up 18-10 in this game, so a pretty solid game, but yeah. I think, so that's just sort of your base movement tips, right? And I think when we go into the next game, we'll talk a little bit more about map movement in general and sort of jumps and moving around the map smoothly and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the next game. All right, second game of the day, we got ourselves some Oddball on Rigs. So I don't think we've played Oddball yet in this series, but Oddball did get added to the Halo World Championship Tour rotational, you know, whatever you want to call this. It's in rotation now, all right? There's a lot of debate right now about whether or not it's going to stay in the rotation, and, you know, a lot of pros don't like it, and I sort of have mixed feelings on it, but for right now it's in the rotation, and that means we got to play it. So, talk a little bit more about map movement in this game. So, one thing that I do want to cover is height advantage, right? Height advantage is a really big thing on this game. So a lot of times among Platinum and Diamond and even some Onyx tier players, I'll see them just sort of wandering around. Okay, fuck. Tried to waste as much sniper ammo as I could. But yeah, you'll see them just sort of walking everywhere or sprinting everywhere, and you know, they're sticking to the routine parts of the map. You know, they'll walk around here, or they'll even run down here, and they'll be challenging people. But, like, I would encourage you guys to sort of learn the geometry of the map and challenge people in weird ways, right? Use everything that the map has to offer, and really just try to abuse the map's geometry to your advantage. So, like, if you know somebody's coming barrels, instead of waiting, like, right here, get up here and get some weird shots on them from an angle that they're not expecting, right? Be unexpected, be weird, and try to throw your enemies off as much as possible, all right? That's going to be 4 dead, so we're going to go ahead and get some ball time here. Snipes out of ammo. But yeah, another little oddball tip, because I believe the only two maps that that oddball is on right now are Rig and Eden. So whenever you are holding the ball, always hold the ball in a position where you can easily play it. All right, we ended up dying there, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Always be standing near the edge of the map. So like, if you're on carbine side, hold it over by the carbine or back rail and try to stick around over there to where you can throw it off if you need to. If you're on tower side of the map, anywhere along this catwalk is a good place to hold it. Oh, and Cam's gonna be off the map. Now I have scatter shot. That's gonna be too dead. We need to be collapsing on this ball guy. Holy, nice shots, guy. Don't die to that nade. Damn it. There was another guy there. Alright. Yeah, just get weird, get creative with it, right? And don't just be expected, right? This game has been out for a little over 2 years now, so people are gonna expect you to do certain things at this point, right? So, like I said, abuse the geometry of the map, use whatever you can to your advantage, be unexpected, and generally, I think that'll probably help you win more gunfights. As long as, like I said in the last game, you're not doing weird stuff where it's gonna throw off your shot, get ninja'd, then you're probably gonna be a little bit ahead in terms of the winning gunfights category. And I could not get away from that guy. I was gonna try to fly bottom nest. Unfortunately, there was another guy there though. But yeah. I also want to talk a little bit about angles. I know I haven't really covered the map movement exactly how I said I would yet, but we'll talk about angles, right? Always be aware of where you're at. And if you don't know everything about a certain map, right, I'd say probably go into custom games, either with just you or with a friend, and see, like practice, like, I don't know, look at, if you're standing in a certain area, where can you get shot from, right? So like, say I want to challenge somebody engine 2. If I'm challenging somebody engine 2, should I stand here or should I stand here, right? If I stand here, I can get shot from here, I can get shot from here, I can get shot from tower. You know, if I'm standing here, I can only get shot by this guy in front of me or somebody who's coming up to my engine 2, right? Or jumping up from engine 1. So be aware of your angles. Be aware of anywhere that you're exposed from. And if you watched the last episode, pay attention to where the enemies could be spawning and pay attention to angles from that area as well, right? So just generally be aware, wherever you're standing, of where the enemies could be, right? Like that guy really wanted to kill me, so he jumped out, and by jumping out, he exposed himself to my teammates that were white corner that ended up killing him. So sorry, teammate. Thought you were going to go bottom. But yeah, right there, I just sort of flew out engine plat, ended up getting shot in the back from bunker, right? So be aware of your angles. So now for a little map movement thing, to sort of be smoother on the map, is utilize the crouch jump, right? The crouch jump is so useful, and not enough people use it, right? So like, I might die here. Let me down. All right, so let's say I want to get up on top of this thing, right? If I want to challenge somebody over here, right? Or here's a really good place to do it. You see these little boxes to jump up to nest, right? A lot of people will use these boxes to jump up to nest, right? When people jump up to nest, they'll do this, and then they'll do that, right? But when you do that, you're clambering, and that's taking you out of the fight for a split second, right? So what you can do is just hold crouch when you jump. Obviously, don't jump from crouch, but hold crouch when you jump, and you're going to land, if you do it right. Maybe you can't do it on that one, I don't know. Now, hold crouch when you jump, and you're going to land on top of the thing. Probably not the best place to work on it, but just generally utilize crouch jump as much as you can, because more often than not, on a lot of areas of the map, maybe, I mean, you can do it on those nest boxes, but maybe that's not the best place. More often than not, so like right here, you can just crouch, and that way you don't have to clamber it, right? So that can save you a lot of time, and you can go into a gunfight without being shot down, and it can be very useful. And damn it. All right, well, I should have been paying attention there. But yeah, just basically utilize some of those things, and then if you want to get more advanced to it with it, I can either make you guys a jumps video myself, or I can you know, link you guys to, point you guys in the right direction of somebody who's better at jumps than I am. But yeah, there's a lot of advanced jumps you can do. Like I know spring jumping is a big thing, which I've only recently learned how to do. It can help you reach additional areas of the map faster. So like if you're right here, you can try it real quick. You can spring jump. I messed it up right there, but you can actually spring jump from bottom tower to top tower. If you let me try one more time. Yeah, see, I'm still getting used to it, but just there's more advanced things that you can learn if you're into it. I'm not going to talk about that too much in this episode. I'm actually going to try to turn up and win this game real quick because I think I'm kind of costing my team here. I'm not going to lie. I definitely am in terms of slaying, but oh, I'm breaking my rules over here. Holy shit. Oh, he's got scatter. Fuck's sake. Also, one thing you'll see me do is I utilize the slide a lot. Dude, these kids have a full... Where are my teammates at? Ah, damn it. They're literally sitting top tower with the ball. They might take the lead off of this. I don't know. Yeah, we need to start working on this win here. In here talking to you guys, but hopefully those tips will help you guys. And if you want some more additional tips or advanced stuff, we can talk about that at a later date or in a separate video, in a formal tutorial. Right? The whole point of these 0 to hero videos is that it's just sort of basic stuff. You know, it's not very formal. It's just sort of laid back. We're sitting here talking. Right there, I broke my angle rule. Right? I thrust it out. I got tunnel visioned with the ball guy, and I just thrust it out and I exposed my back, and I ended up getting shot in the back, and it ended up getting me killed. So, things to pay attention to. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm this like perfect player either, because I still make a ton of mistakes, right? I'd say probably my biggest fault of a player is that whenever I'm not giving 100% effort, I'm not paying attention to things, and I break those like rules of movement, and I end up just what we call holding forward, where I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just kind of flying at the enemy and hoping for the best. So definitely don't think that I'm this... Oh, who's gonna get it? Ah, I got it. Definitely don't think that I'm this like perfect player who never screws up. This OD guy has had the scatter shot the whole game. This kid is doing an incredible job holding the weapons. He playing for that power weapon. He's still Nest. Oh my god, this kid is a lord. This kid's going off. Yeah, playing for that power weapon should have... Okay, he literally just killed our entire team. Playing for those power weapons should have put us in a better spot to break their setup. But instead, we grabbed the sniper and immediately went through... This kid is... I got killed by my teammate. I was about to say this kid is literally everywhere, but I'm getting team killed. Yeah. Playing for that should have put us in a better spot to break their setup, but instead we ended up going 3 dead. And we're in a worse spot. So we can definitely still win this game. We just got to clutch up. Airball, I'm going to take this carbine. They should still be all over tower, and I get sniped again. This kid has killed me like 4 times in a row. This kid is having the game of his life. He's gonna jump ball off. That's not good. We can definitely still win. We're only down by like 20. What is that? 27. Broke my angle rule again in tunnel vision. All right, we need to focus up for the end of this game. I'm having a rough one over here. I don't know if ball's gonna roll off. It should. Ball should be off the map. There we go. All right, and we've got just a little under. Got about 80 seconds to do this as well. I'm gonna sort of bait the ball here. That same kid has camo. I might have made the play of a lifetime to get that ball out of there. This camo guy's gonna be real hard to deal with though. It's that OD guy again, and there he is. Teammates need to look at the ball or we are going to lose. Who needs to get that? We have the ball. Don't let him get... Nice. Alright. I have ball. We might be able to get the lead and put this just out of reach. Right here. Oh my lord, they're in basement. Kill him! Kill him! Ah! Oh, no. Oh, that might be game. Dude. That sucks, man. We had a full setup back rail and one guy just pushed through us and ended up getting a kill. Now they just won. Damn, that sucks, man. Yeah, not my strongest game from playing perspective, but I hope you guys sort of understood where I was trying to come from with all the movement tips. I hope that helps you a little bit. Like I said, and as you guys saw from that game, which was a perfect example, I'm not the greatest player in the world. I'm not perfect. I make a ton of mistakes, and like I said, that's probably my weak point as a player is sort of losing focus, becoming tunnel visioned, not paying attention to my own rules. You know, watching your angles, conserving your thrust, and utilizing movement, as well as, you know, spawn knowledge and stuff, in order to better my team and make the win a lot easier. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Zero to Hero. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys found that informative. Like I said, excuse me, I was gonna sneeze. Nope. Okay. Fake. No sneeze. But yeah, hope you guys found that informative. Like I said, I can do something a little bit more formal in the form of a tutorial at a later date, or I can point you guys in the direction of somebody else who's done something like this or whatever. 2 players that I would definitely say to watch for really good movement would be, or actually 3 would be my teammate Cole, Proximity. He has really good map movements. And then players like Chaotix or Frosty, who are generally known for being pretty nerdy, for having, you know, good spots and knowing a lot of jumps and stuff. So I'd say to pay attention to players like that, but generally any pro player will be pretty good at those things to be able to play at the top level. So watch my gameplay, watch Cole's gameplay, watch any of the pros, and pay attention to the way that we move around the map. Pay attention to the way that we challenge gunfights. Right, we're not just, you know, challenging head-to-head on level ground all the time, or just strafing left and right. You know, we're throwing in crouches, we're challenging from weird angles, we're utilizing our thrust in weird ways. You know, just pay attention to those kind of things, and I think your movement will definitely improve. So yeah, pay attention to those simple tips, and I think that you will start to see an improvement in your gameplay and start to see your percentage of gunfights won raise up a little bit. So that is going to do it for this episode of Zero to Hero. I hope you guys enjoyed. Likes, appreciate, subscribe if you're new. Much love, much respect as always, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.